What's good, people? Today, we're going to be checking out some reels that are going around social media that might make you ask some questions. Let's get it started. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, all you bummies and bummettes. And as usual, before we begin the reels, this video was made for entertainment purpose.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, there's definitely something in that cloud. It looks different than the rest. Um, what is it? Who knows? But there's definitely something inside that cloud.
Ini bakalan mati ya guys. Bismillah. Wih, gelap tuh ya. Wih, wah ini udah gelap nih. Ini udah beda hawanya ya. Sumpah ini udah beda nih. Ini udah beda nih ya. Wih. Siapa tuh? Bahaya. Oh. Yes. Kita pelan-pelan di sini harus pelan-pelan dulu. Jangan langsung itu apa tuh menyala bangku. Itu ternyata bukan cok. Maaf itu salah ya. Kita jadi suasananya gitu ya. Woi, ya haram. Assalamualaikum. Siapapun yang ada di sini, ya Allah, Muhammad. Woi, bentarnya ya.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for running, but yeah, he was being goofy about it. I didn't see anything going on. He's probably just afraid of the dark. That's it. I mean, a lot of people are, so you ain't alone, player. Bro, just by looking at them dolls, I wouldn't be comfortable with them inside my house. You know, straight up. I don't like dolls. They look creepy, and they are creepy, as you can see. The thing was moving by itself, and it's not the first doll that does it. So I don't know. I wouldn't have so many of them. Haven't you seen that old school movie, Dolls? What if that was the What if they were to come to life, bro? That'd be a trip. But yeah, no, I'm good with dolls.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, bro, them mannequins are not it. Yeah, somebody was crossing the railroad tracks with like some sort of flashlight. What was he or she doing at that time at night, crossing the railroad tracks? Who knows, but definitely looked like a person. Yeah, this was the 6.5 earthquake that took place in the city of Mexico not long ago. You know them people up there were feeling that quake. Them toys must be expensive because they be packing some bright lights. He better be thankful that he reacted that fast. If he would have just thought about it for a split second, yeah, he would have been off that roof.
When you work night shift at a hospital.
Oh, it's open. I thought it was locked. So they said what you do is turn off the light and then just wait. But I'm not about to stand in here. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to turn off the light and then slap my phone on the door and see what happens. So here we go. Light off. And going under. Now tell me if y'all see or hear anything. 'Cause I ain't going in there. Anything?
It sounded as if somebody's breathing. Yeah, that's eerie for sure. That's how hospitals are, though, from what I hear.
Motion activated security camera. He sets out food and water for this fox that comes around every once in a while, and this was one of those nights that it came around at 1:01 in the morning, and he's standing back here minding his own business, eating the food, drinking the water, when all of a sudden you can see he's noticing something over here by the fence. So he walks over to the fence, starts kind of looking around, smelling around. This is the fence right here that I've inserted. I'll show it to you again. That's the fence in the daytime. Did you see what happened? The fox disappeared, walked right through the fence. The time sequence did not change. This video has not been altered in any way. Watch it again up close. Okay, he's standing there eating, minding his own business, when all of a sudden he notices something. He's drawn to the fence. So he walks over to the fence, stops. Something has him very drawn to the fence. Then all of a sudden, he just walks right through the fence. Are you serious right now? You can't make this stuff up. With all of the billions of cameras around the world that are recording 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they're bound to catch something mysterious like this, because we do live in a spiritual, energetic world. And every once in a while, it's bound to happen that something unexplainable is going to be captured on camera. And I think this was one of those times, by Ian out of rural London, England. And as you can see, there's no broken parts to this fence whatsoever. It's in pristine condition. But somehow, on this night, the fox walked right through the fence. Make that make sense. Truth is indeed stranger than fiction.
Yeah, it looked legit. How did he do it? Remains a mystery. Yeah, that robot should not have reacted to what he just saw in that movie. That is something to be afraid of, because they're rolling them robots out as we speak. So this isn't just a movie they were watching. I don't know how long it'll take for them to have millions of robots available to the public, but they are working on it.
On everything I love, I just heard a group of kids over here laughing. On everything, bro. I just heard a group of kids laughing. Where the hell the kids at? What the fuck? Bro, I know I'm not tripping, bro. I just heard a whole bunch of kids laughing, bro. You hear that shit? What the fuck? Bro, I'm in the mall by myself. Where the fuck is that shit coming from? I know y'all heard that shit. Bro, what the fuck? I'm about to get up out this bitch. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Staring right at me. Right there. Bro, my heart beating fast as fuck, bro. I'm scared as fuck, bro. There's a person right there in a red shirt, right in front of me. Right there, y'all see him. There's a person right there. What the fuck going on? He just standing there. What the fuck? He just standing there, bro. Bro.
I don't know if I need glasses or not, but I wasn't able to see anybody standing staring at him. But then again, you know, I'm not saying that there wasn't anything there. I'm just saying that I wasn't able to see it. But I definitely heard them kids laughing. This is the reason why I unplug my Wi-Fi router nowadays before going to sleep. I don't just turn it off, I disconnect it because of this right here. I've been hearing about this, but man, they were not lying. So I'm going to continue to unplug the router before going to bed.
This is a scary incident that actually happened in Brazil. You can see the user below. As you see, they're in their home and they experience this paranormal activity. Dishes and pans get to pushing around. As you see, the user and her family, they're quite alarmed, as they should be. Through another window, you see there's still movement in these pans. Now, I didn't see anybody move these things. I'm with her. I think we can classify this as a paranormal event. And you're going to see them try this again, go back in the house. This time, she's actually documenting. The more witnesses, the better your case. But what would you do in this situation? I mean, you clearly see that she's upset, and they keep going back in, and you see it happens again. What would you do in this situation? I would think that unless you can live with this, it's probably time to go, start looking for somewhere else to live, and let it be somebody else's problem. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Only thing about what he said is that what if that's their house and that's the only house they got? Putting it up for sale and not letting anybody know about it would be probably the smartest thing. But then on the flip side of that, I mean, you're not being honest. So I don't know. I don't know about that. But I would definitely not sleep in that house. I'd sleep in my car.
At first, I thought this was an orb. Now, I have no idea what this is.
I thought it was like a spider web, but no, there's no spider on it, and it's like really... This is like, what? It's moving all the way around like crazy. I swear, there's nothing going on over here. There's nobody. Oh, I don't want to get so close. What the fuck? Whoa. There's nobody out here. Wait, it's coming close to me. Wow, that's strange. What the fuck? There's nothing up here. Where'd it go? It's still floating around, whatever the hell that is. I was gonna sleep in the living room, but not now.
At first, I
That is strange, and it does look like a spider web, but it's definitely not acting like one. Nah, I mean, who knows what it is? That is, uh, I mean, the fan was on, but I don't know if that's the reason why it kept on floating because the fan that was on was not like near it. But then again, I mean, I don't know. Definitely weird though. Hate to break it to you, but that is no footage of no fourth dimension. That's just footage of you taking a loss on an iPhone. Or, oh, my bad, a phone. I thought it said iPhone. Somebody lost their phone. And what you were seeing there was just your camera spinning in circles at a very high speed. That was it. No fourth dimension here. Can anybody give us some context on this? Why are these powerful green lasers aiming at the sky? I mean, there has to be a reason. It seems dangerous. If that laser happens to cross somebody's eyes, I have a feeling that there will be permanent damage. I'm no doctor, but them lasers seem powerful. If you ask me, man, right when I thought I think it's walking away, if you ask me. Or is it? I'm not sure now, but I'm gonna stick with it. I think it's walking away. And now we know. For all of those that have ever got a criminal case, for doing something that they weren't supposed to, or selling something that they weren't supposed to an undercover cop, well, this is how they got you. I just play. That's crazy, but it's not like you're gonna be patting them down. Although you should. But then again, if you know that you shouldn't be doing what you're doing or what you're about to do, then you wouldn't be getting yourself in no situation. That horse said, I don't need you. I know how to get around the track. And he's out. Did he win? What? I bet you they're going to be saying, yeah, you won because of less weight. I don't know if this counts. Does this count? Never seen something like this before. That horse said, "Get out of my way." Okay, band phone from the 2000s lets you see in a parallel dimension. I did not see a difference in that cow, but maybe I'm missing something. Can you imagine camping by one of these trees and then in the middle of the night you just hear something moving and then you just pop out of your tent and you look for something moving but you can't see anything and you're not gonna think that it's a tree that's doing all that, causing all that ruckus, but little did we know that tree right there literally moves.
Did you know one of the world's most natural sweeteners comes straight from a coconut flower? In many tropical villages, farmers climb coconut trees at sunrise to tap the blossoms and collect their precious sap, known as coconut nectar. This golden liquid is then gently heated until it thickens and transforms into rich caramel-like coconut sugar. Unlike regular table sugar, coconut sugar retains minerals like potassium, zinc, and iron, and has a lower glycemic index, making it a favorite among health-conscious food lovers. Did you know?
Oh, I'm interested. I didn't even know that you can have a natural sweetener from a coconut tree, but I don't mind eating it. I mean, I love coconut. I stopped eating sugar years ago, so any sweetener that's natural, I'm for it.
Can you believe this? There's a kind of wall that only exists underground. It's called a diaphragm wall. These walls are made from massive steel cages and reinforced concrete, and they're buried nearly 200 feet underground. You never see them, but they're literally the lifeline of every underground building. Here's why. If you tried to dig a 65-foot deep pit in the middle of a city with no protection, within 6 hours, water would start seeping up from the bottom, and within 24 hours, the surrounding ground would begin shifting and collapsing toward the hole. So before any underground construction can even begin, engineers first build an invisible underground fortress. They lower massive tens of tons hydraulic grabs and slice the ground downward section by section, cutting a narrow trench deep into the earth. Then steel rebar cages, as tall as multi-story buildings, are lifted and slowly dropped into the trench, sinking into stabilizing slurry. After that, concrete is pumped in from the bottom upward, pushing the slurry out and locking everything into place. Once it hardens, a continuous reinforced concrete wall is born beneath your feet. Can you believe
That diaphragm wall is massive, but it makes sense. I mean, you do need such reinforcement if you're going to be building a skyscraper or a building or a tall building. And yeah, it seems as if they reinforce them well. I just didn't know that it was like this big. I didn't know there was you had to reinforce the ground this much, but I mean, it makes total sense. Nice. I mean, learned something new today. Well, folks, we've reached the end of the reels. It's about that time for me to clock out. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, share this video with family and friends. Everybody be cool, be aware, stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one.